Hello tribe, welcome back to my channel. So I haven't done this for a while and I wanted to bring it back. Today we have options. I will show it on the screen for you and we are choosing from colors. The topic, what do you need to hear? Pile number 1, we have a violet color. Pile number 2, we have green color. And pile number 3, we have a blue color. See which one calls for your attention and I will see you on timestamps. Hello group number 1, whoever has chosen the violet color, let's see what we need to talk about here. Give me a moment, I'll just open the paint. And we will be reading from the shapes that the color will form here today. Group number 1. Let's see. I'll adjust you very quickly. Alrighty. For pile number 1, what is coming through here, your focus point right now should be your health. Specifically anything to do with blood. Maybe you want to do a test and see. Maybe you're allergic to something. Maybe you grew out of a certain allergy, food allergy that you had. Maybe there is some other allergy. Some of you, I am seeing the blood vessels. That would be something to look at, or the heart. Now this is not to scare you. This is just a self-care advice. Another thing what I'm seeing here, group number 1, you may be trying to achieve something in your life right now. There is a specific goal that you have in mind. What your ink is saying. Don't be afraid or don't stress about it if there will be a delay. Because there is something coming your way that has to appear at the right time. If it appeared a little bit earlier, then you wouldn't be ready for it. It could be a partnership. It could be a job situation. It could be a home situation that you're trying to get to the outcome pretty fast, but your ink is saying there will be a perfect moment for that, or there will be a perfect person for that. Let's see what else. Let me tap in. I'm also seeing fertility. For a lot of you here, you may want to focus on that part of the body. For some of you, I'm seeing you need to focus on your sacral and root chakras. You can do it via meditation, or if you recently had any physical symptoms, I would go and check myself. Maybe there is something that needs to be tweaked. Maybe there is something that you have missed on. Maybe there is an opportunity for you to make that part of the body a little bit stronger, especially if you know that you will be trying to conceive in the next couple of years. This would also include people looking at their diets and their lifestyles. If someone wants to become pregnant or wants to have a child, doesn't matter if you're male or female, look after your body at least half a year or a year before you are making the baby. Pile number 1 is very physical. I keep getting information about the physical aspects. So in general, focusing on your body a little bit in this season of your life would benefit you greatly. Not only you will feel great that you did all of your checkups and you are fine and you are healthy, but also I'm seeing someone who either has a bloating or feels very low in energy but doesn't know where it comes from. They would be able to get information what to do in order to feel a bit more energized, because that affects everything that you do in life, right? That affects how much action you can take, how productive you are, how clearly you can think. Let's see what else we got here. Some of you may be interested in focusing on the ancestral patterns or diving a bit deeper to figure out where you've come from. So maybe you want to do a DNA test and figure out what other parts of you are, really. That's what I want to say. And this information will make a lot of sense to you because you may be drawn to a particular country or particular traditions or culture, and you may not even know why. Maybe you've never been there before. Maybe you live very far away from that location. There is a part of you, blood-wise, that's calling you to go and visit that place, and it's because of your ancestry. So maybe you want to analyze your ancestry tree. You want to do a DNA test. You want to ask your parents, your grandparents about people who came before you, and you kind of like a makeup of all of those people before you. Some of the talents that you may have, or you may be interested in developing a little bit more, are also the talents that one or couple of your ancestors had. And you'd be able to kind of tune into them spiritually and get a little bit more guidance because they have done it. And they have a bit more wisdom, or they had a really good skill set. So communicating with a spirit, particularly with your ancestor, would be great for you here. And these are my people who maybe one day want to make their hobby a business. You would be great at one particular, I want to say, craftsmanship. So I don't know what it is exactly. Maybe that craftsmanship has changed over time. Now in modern world, it is slightly different. You would be using different tools, or it shows up differently in the modern world. If you want to see more creative readings like that, please let me know. And I would dearly appreciate if you interacted with the content. And thank you for being here. I will see you in the next one. Hello, group number 2. Whoever has chosen the green ink, let's see what we have for you. Okay. So you are my people who are rushing and hustling. You may be my travelers, you may be my free spirits, you may be my nature people. Your ink is telling me that the lifestyle that you're craving for, however it looks like, it is very achievable for you. There are also messages from the spirit in nature for you. So you may be already working with some of the spirits from nature. I don't know why I'm getting some of you may be into paganism or shamanism, or in general you have your own way of connecting to nature. The answers that you need lay in nature for you. Go and sit, but preferably alone, either in the forest or on a bench somewhere where there are no people, but nature is lush. There are plenty of trees, there is plenty of greenery. You will find a particular spirit that you'll be able to connect to that has a very interesting, almost metaphorical messages for you. It may be difficult to understand it at first. Take a journal with you and note it down. It will make sense to you in the next coming couple of weeks from when you have done that. You will see either a physical sign, you may see something on a billboard that helps you decode the message. You may find something on the ground as you're walking. A cashier may tell you something that literally unlocks that message. So this spirit works in multiple ways. It's able to whisper to you, oh my God, I love what is on top of a glass. I'm not gonna remove my phone, but what the paint did right at the top there, a very nice circle. You may be drawn to a location where there is a circle out of stones. Actually, I'm being rephrased. You may not be drawn there, but the spirit is calling you there. There may be a couple of ancient locations, heritage locations, that you may have been interested in, or soon enough in the next couple of months is going to start calling you. There is a reason why your soul is being drawn there. There is some sort of information for you to pick up, but only for you. This feels very personal. Don't go there with friends. Don't go there where there is a bunch of tourists. Maybe you can go a bit earlier when it's not so busy and just sit there and try and connect and see what the spirit world has to offer to you. And offer, it's a bad word that I used. What insights they have for you. Because they're telling me we're not offering anything. If you want to go and connect to us, there will be a particular piece of info that we will be, probably, they're saying, able to give to you. But what you gotta do is reach out first. Make an effort first, and then we also going to make an effort. They're talking to me about the need of balance, and before going there, make sure that you have started working on balance in your own life, because when there is lack of balance, you may have difficulty hearing us or understanding us. So if I were you, I would take a journal after this reading and note down where I feel imbalanced emotionally, physically, mentally, financially, relationship-wise. And what can I start doing in order for me to get back to more balance? You don't have to be perfectly balanced, because it is very difficult for us people to be at a perfect level of balance. Shit happens in life, right? If you're balanced enough, you will be able to get that info and you will be able to hear what they have to offer. They're telling me that it's going to be beneficial. It's something very simple, but something I'm being shown a golden key right now, but something can unlock the doors that you have been wanting to unlock for at least half a year. And it's okay, they're saying, to use their guidance. It's okay to benefit from this information. It is good for you because you are taking steps in order to improve yourself before hearing this info. They are glad that you'll be doing that, and it's also almost like an honor. I apologize, I've completely forgotten to delete some of the old videos and my storage was full. They're saying it's an honor for us to help you out, and they're at the same time they're showing me that they're busy on a spiritual plane, taking care of they don't want comparison though, but they're taking care of the bigger things on universal level in some way, but they would be honored to give back to you. So maybe that is a spirit at some point that you're already connected to. Maybe you did something good for the earth itself, for the environment, and they feel that they want to give back to you for something that you have done. I hope this is making sense. Let's use a bit more paint and let's see what else we got here. I also heard thank you for taking care of the animals, or wanting to take care of the animals and nature in general. Some of you in this lifetime may be very drawn to finding a job or being part of some sort of organization that helps environment or earth on a bigger scale. You probably as a child, you wanted to dig in the mud, you wanted to go and hide a note in in an old tree or do some magic without really knowing that you were doing magic at that time. Playing with pine cones, I'm also seeing that, and they're telling me that pine cones have a very strong, very fertile energy about them. So maybe that's something that you want to keep on your altar. I actually do keep quite a lot of pine cones on my altar. Sorry, I'm trying to reach out for one, and I'm going to light it up for you as a thank you for the work that you are doing. Let's light it up. In the next month or so, you may be very drawn to going to nature and having bonfires. When you are doing that, make sure that you set intentions right around the time when you are lighting that fire. You may want to use pine cones. Make sure that you pick old ones, not new ones, and allow new ones to do its job. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Any last messages for group number 2? Run free is what I'm hearing. Run free with the wind. Be free. You deserve freedom. Specifically, I'm talking to those people who are very dependent on an individual. From now on, promise to yourself you're going to do whatever it takes in order to reclaim your freedom. You don't have to depend on anyone, but I'm talking on codependency. I'm talking about being either dependent financially on someone and they can use it and do use it against you, or emotionally. Run free. I hope this was helpful, group number 2. If you need more content, find me on Patreon, and I will see you in the next one. Hey, group number 3, whoever has chosen the blue ink, let's see what we have for you. I'll zoom you in slightly. Oh, okay, your topic will be love and relationship, that's for sure. A lot of you are being asked to focus right now on your connections with people, on your heart. It could be actually physically. I need to focus on your heart. It could be emotionally. People, pile number 3, what I hear for you is the time is now. If you do not start acting upon your love, when will you? Now it's a great time for you to go on dates. Now it's a great time for you to invite your bestie on a date. It's a great time to connect to your parents, grandparents. Love is love. It doesn't matter what kind of love you will start focusing on. Know that love invites more love in your life. It's also about self-care. How you start your day. Do you work out? Do you go for walks? What helps you mentally? Focus more on those things. Let's see why. Why is this so important? We do know that it's important, but let's see what that's going to attract into your life. What's going to be a consequence per se? Grace. The consequence is grace. I'm also saying connections, important connections, and those may be also international connections. Become a little bit better or a little bit more social. If you tend to be super introverted, try and bring out that extrovert bits and pieces out of it that you have. Call people if you need professional help, if you need advice, research, find people who are able to help you with that. Make connections, even when you are having the time off, when you are in the bar, in a restaurant, walking, in a grocery store. Start making connections, connecting to people on a heart level. Relatability is a big deal for you. If people feel that you are relatable, for example, if you want to create content, if you want to have a job that includes creating content, if you want to get paid for that, relatability is your number one, and then everything else follows. The rest is, of course, the media, how good you are at editing, what is the aesthetics like. But first, relatability. I'm being told, even if you had a little bit of a messy background, but if you were relatable, people will want to watch you for you. Rawness, authenticity, and relatability is the way to go right now. It is also how you would be able to find a better job. When you go to an interview and you feel relatable to someone, you're not trying to be I know it all perfectionist type of individual. You do know your stuff. That's why you came to that interview. You came for that job because you know about it. But if there is something that you're not so sure about, you can tell them, hey, I'm willing to learn. Instead of trying to give empty answers and beat around the bush. That will be highly rewarded, pile number 3. Not only in professional life, but also in your love life. Platonic, romantic, doesn't matter. This pile is also being called to talk about. There is something that you didn't want to share or talk about with a loved one or loved ones. Something was on your heart. Something was on your mind for a while. Maybe you're carrying a secret. It would be a great time for you to be vulnerable and to share, but with those people who you dearly trust. Those people who feel like family to you. Take a moment to connect to people on a deeper level. Group number 3. That's all I have for you here today. I hope this made sense, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.